Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, little video right here in the Wrestling Jesus group. Thanks to everybody that joined there. More videos to come, stuff like this. Gonna do live stuff, post shit, just write stuff, you know, y'all can post stuff. I'm seeing people posting their pets, their microwave, stuff like this, their game stuff, music. Y'all post whatever the fuck you want. AEW Dynamite Grand Slam got 1.2 million viewers there. I thought the show was okay, I guess. It's not a bad number. It's an okay number. But is it a big number, folks? I mean, some people expected this number to be bigger. You know, I'm not shitting on it. It's not a horrible number. TNA used to get more than this. I mean, but who expected a bigger number? The AEW fans themselves, folks. Okay, if you go and check out good old Brian Alvarez's tweets there about the ratings, the 2 weeks that AEW got more in the demo or whatever, they were celebrating big, boy. Okay, WWE's going up against the NFL, but apparently the fans can't use this as an excuse or whatever there. When people say, why doesn't Tony Khan go on Monday nights? He says, you know, the NFL, he has a team or whatever. Tony Khan can use it as an excuse, but the WWE fans can't. I mean, so when WWE announced that Roman Reigns would be on Raw or whatever, the fans were saying that McMahon was trying to pop a rating. Apparently that's a bad thing when WWE tries to get ratings. It's horrible. It's evil to try to pop a rating. Every show on television is trying to pop a rating. WWE's bad for doing this because they bring in Roman Reigns. AEW fans, you go and read some of these tweets there. Before the numbers came out this week, it was all about how Grand Slam was going to beat Roman Reigns. They were going to beat him again in the demo. They were going to get a 1.5 rating, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And it didn't happen, folks. Okay, for 2 weeks they were bragging about beating Raw in the demo. Raw beats him this week. They put on almost a pay-per-view quality show. Raw beats him in the demo. Suddenly they're quiet. You know what I mean? You don't... All these tweets about Roman Reigns, stuff like this, they're trying to pop a rating. They give Kenny Omega versus Danielson for free. You know what I mean? On television. Which is, you know, you have Punk versus Kenny Omega, Bryan versus Kenny Omega. You have 2 big matches. You give one of them away for free. They don't accuse Tony Khan of trying to pop a rating. You know what I mean? That's okay or whatever. But Raw beat them and they only get a 1.2. They give a fucking pay-per-view quality match, one of the only few matches that they can do. They give it away for free. They have Sting wrestling. They had Ruby Soho fresh off of WWE to fanfare. I have no idea why people were excited for this, but they were pretending to be there. You had a big MJF match, folks. You had CM Punk on the card. You only get a 1.2, and you don't beat Raw in the demos. So congratulations on your little 1.2 or whatever. Now this leads me to question, what are they going to get next week when it's not a free TNA style pay-per-view, when they don't have Bryan versus Kenny for free? You know what I mean? What happens, when the fans start to not care as much about Punk and Bryan? You know what I mean? What happens then, So it's questions you gotta ask, folks. Are the ratings gonna go down? Yes, they will, ladies and gentlemen. They might go higher. At some point, they're gonna go down. CM Punk, Bray Wyatt, nobody can stop those ratings from eventually going down. Punk and Bryan show up. Next thing you know, these fans are expecting Brock Lesnar to show up in AEW. Oh, there's momentum. I read a tweet today. Who's going to appear in AEW first, The Rock or John Cena? Imagine these fans, a lot of them are fucking delusional. You know what I mean? They think Bray Wyatt shows up, it goes up to 1.4. The son of Chris Benoit, David Benoit, shows up, they go up to 1.5. Maybe Dean Malenko as a son. The Rock shows up there with John Cena there. And they think they're going to get to 2-3 million. Like it doesn't work like this, People are going to get bored with Cena or with Punk and Bryan. They already got bored with Bryan already in WWE, which is why they started the whole Fickle thing, Look how the fans turned on Cody Rhodes recently, you know what I mean? But eventually those ratings are going to go down. It is what it is there. I'm rambling a bit there, but that's a video for a different day, folks. It's the video I've been making for the past 2 years, basically, there, but... maybe if you had Punk wrestle on the card, you could have had the 1.5, you know what I mean? But you're saving him for Rampage, a show that gets no viewers. Apparently he's wearing his tights on Rampage there. Maybe you should have put him on Dynamite too, and you would have had a bigger number if Punk was wrestling somebody there on the show, Maybe you could have had a big tag team main event on Rampage, Punk and Bryan versus the Young Bucks or something. If you're giving away Kenny versus Bryan for free, you could have did this maybe on Rampage, get a bit more viewers or something, but it is what it is, folks. 1.2 for a show like this with a match like this, not that impressive, you know what I mean? And like I say, what's going to happen a few weeks down the road there? They're going to bring in possibly Strowman, Bray Wyatt. I don't know. I don't see this giant momentum. They have more viewers than they did 6 months ago, yes, but I don't see this propelling them to, 10 million viewers there, you know what I mean? I think it's going to stick to 1 million something there and eventually, But yeah. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call here, folks. Hello? What? They want to cancel John Cena? Is it because of this Chinese thing there, people pretending to care about Taiwan or whatever? It's about who? Canyon. Who the fuck cares about Canyon? I mean, Cena says he wasn't a good wrestler and they want to cancel him for this. I mean, seriously, folks, there. You know, I understand it's 2021 there, the Twitter, the cancel culture or whatever, but Cena simply saying that he's not a good wrestler doesn't mean he's bashing gays there or bashing Canyon because he's gay. Simply said he's not a good wrestler, you know what I mean? Insane. So because of this AEW fucking Dark Side of the Ring series there, every wrestler is gonna get attacked or whatever. John Cena, Mr. Make-A-Wish, they're coming after him because he said Canyon wasn't a good wrestler or whatever. Crazy folks. So they try to cancel him. There's a fucking pushback. People, really, you're trying to cancel Cena? Outrageous stuff like this. So there was a big reversal, and it landed right back in their fucking goofy faces, these SJWs on Twitter with their fake morals attacking innocent people or whatever. And apparently they want to go after The Undertaker too. One of the greatest wrestlers of all time, really, there, because he picked on Canyon. You know, maybe he did pick on Canyon, I wasn't there. Zero evidence he did it because Canyon's gay or whatever, you know what I mean? Canyon died. It's sad for him. I don't want to talk shit about the guy, but he wasn't a great wrestler. I'm seeing people online. Oh, Canyon, Cena sucks compared to Canyon. Canyon was a great wrestler. Honestly, I don't remember any Canyon match. None. I can't tell you about any match that Canyon was a part of. I've seen them in AEW. Or in WCW, the original AEW there. Can't remember one of them, you know. I think John Cena, him saying that Canyon wasn't a great wrestler or a good wrestler, whatever it is he said, I think he's justified in that. Nothing against gays. No evidence that The Undertaker beat up Canyon because he was gay or whatever. And with Ric Flair, I don't know. Talk to his lawyer. I mean, Jesus. But it is what it is, folks. You know, it's sad days. You got to give away free pay-per-view matches just to get a 1.2. You know, you got to brag about demos. They're trying to cancel all kind of people, these weirdo fans. Most of it is AEW fans. You got to pretend that Canyon was good, even though he was just a mid-card jobber guy. Apparently now, because he was gay and the WWE is evil, you gotta pretend Canyon is great today or whatever. This wrestling business is going down the fucking toilet, ladies and gentlemen, but it is what it is. I'm just an old man on a fucking Facebook group, folks. The Wrestling Jesus group, ladies and gentlemen. What do I know, folks? So, it is what it is. Sorry for this 14-minute rambling video. I was going to talk about heel Cody Rhodes there. Maybe I'll save that for another time, ladies and gentlemen. I'll dance. Let me dance to bring this to 15 minutes there. Ho! Hey! Hey! Wrestling Jesus group, motherfucker. Here to talk about wrestling. Until next time, peace!